Yep. So I'm back for a second time because I tried filming this video and I went to watch the playback and the shit was blurry as heck. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the ISO, but irregardless, I'm here. I'm back. So obviously if you made it this far, you got through my whole lookbook that I made in collaboration with Brandi. She's new to YouTube, so we decided it would be fun to like collaborate on this fun little lookbook slash day to night event situation in New Orleans. We didn't really get to shoot as many looks as I feel like I have lipstick on my teeth. We didn't really get to shoot as many looks as we wanted to, but it was like a good amount, like 3 outfits, morning, noon, night. But yeah, that was really fun. So I'm gonna leave the information for her channel down below. You should check her out. She's new and she's gonna be doing like beauty hauls. Hair is like her main thing. So yeah, she's getting into that and I'm really excited for her. Now that that's out of the way, recently I went to New Orleans, obviously, as you could tell by this lookbook and the title of the video. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about like my experience, what I thought, stuff that I learned, like stuff that I'll do for next time. I made a little list on my phone of things that I thought were quite important, and just like some of the stuff that I noticed along the way. And like towards the end, my mom gave me like this huge lecture and was like, girl, what were you doing? I'll just start by like telling you guys a little bit about the trip in general and why I went. So we went for Brandi's 21st birthday and Marissa's 23rd birthday. Also check out Marissa on YouTube. She's a photographer. She takes videos, short videos, whatever you want. I'll leave her information in the description too. So we went for like both of their birthdays and we got there on a Wednesday and we left on a Monday. We stayed in the Marriott Convention Center downtown and it was a pretty central location, which we didn't learn until like the 5th day, aka the day we were leaving. Our bedroom was a 2 queen bed bedroom with one like little grandpa couch to sit on. We did not realize, well, let me not say we. I did not realize this until the day we got to the hotel. Initially, I thought that we were gonna have like a day bed or like a pull-out bed. That wasn't really an issue for me personally because sleeping, like I don't mind really like sleeping anywhere, but I didn't have to sleep on the floor at any point, so like that was a plus. We were there for 5 days and we got to do a lot of stuff, but even though we did a lot of stuff, it didn't really feel like we did a lot of stuff. I know that sounds weird, but if you've traveled for like a long period of time before, you know what I mean when I say that you feel like you have so much time to do everything and then like the days pass by so fast that you feel like you haven't done like everything that you want to do. So that's kind of how I felt, but we actually did do a lot of things. We went to Acme, we went to the Museum for Free People of Color, we went to this escape room, we went to Bourbon Street, Frenchman Street, French Quarter, all of that. But there were a lot of things that we wanted to do, not a lot of things, but some things that we wanted to do that we didn't get to do. I'm gonna give you guys some tips like in terms of the technicalities of traveling because you guys, I don't think I knew what I was getting myself into. So first thing I have, bring only the stuff that you are absolutely going to need, which is one of my biggest problems. I do not know how to pack light. So we had an itinerary and the itinerary wasn't really like full to the brim with stuff to do. Like there was still empty spaces. So I packed outfits that went with the main event that we were doing that day and then like the night event that we were doing. I had at least 10 outfits packed, like at least 10. I want to say I had like 15 outfits packed, which is atrocious. So yeah, I had my suitcase, which had all my clothes in it, and then I had my duffel bag, which had just, it was filled with shoes, like just shoes, and then my toiletries were in the front zipper. Next time, I would definitely want to bring only one suitcase with both my clothes and my shoes, and then my accessories slash toiletries in the front, just so I don't have to deal with like lugging around a huge duffel bag filled with shoes that are mostly boots. In terms of space, technically you're not allowed to have 5 people in a room, and when there's 5 girls in one 2-person room and you have like a whole bunch of bags, it gets really, really cramped. That's number 1. Just pack light, pack smart, pack efficient, even though that might be hard, which I know it's like so hard for me. Also, in terms of pricing, that's like more beneficial to you, because we flew American, which was, it was pretty basic. It was like the basic nice things that you get on American, but you have to check, if you're not a member, you have to check your bag, and if your bag is under 50 pounds, it's $35 if it doesn't fit in the overhead bin, which my suitcase obviously did not, because my suitcase was freaking huge. So yeah, my suitcase was $35, and then my duffel bag, it fit like in the carry-on compartment, so that was good. But to avoid paying $35 in the first place, I could have brought a smaller suitcase and just like micro packed everything. I don't know. Like, we were there for 5 days, but I feel like I could have pulled it off if I didn't bring so much stuff, because I definitely brought stuff that I didn't end up wearing anyways. Next thing is book your hotel and your flight in advance, which we did. We booked our flight 4 months in advance, so we booked it in November, and it was really, really cheap. It was cheaper than I expected it to be. I didn't know what I expected it to be because I've never been to New Orleans, but it was like $150 round trip from Miami to New Orleans and then back to Miami. So yeah, that was fine. With flights, always, as you get closer to the date that you want to go, the flights are gonna, like the prices of the flights are going to go up. So that's why we booked it in advance. Same thing with hotels. Now our hotel was a different situation, because initially we had like more people going with us, but that changed over time. So our hotel was kind of like being hot potatoed around for a long time, and we didn't end up booking it until about a month before, and we still ended up getting a really good price. It was $87 a night, so $87. Wait, we were there for 6 days. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Dude, we were there for 5 nights and 6 days. Oh my God, I was there for so long. Scratch that and reverse it. I was there for 5 nights and 6 days. So each of us paid $87 for the hotel room. It like worked out perfectly. It was a good price for what we got, and I have no complaints about the hotel room. It was like pretty nice. The only thing that I could say was that it got like pretty cramped over time because we were buying stuff and drinks and food and blah blah blah. It got like kind of crowded and started to smell very interesting towards the end, like a mixture of fruit punch and other alcoholic beverages that were consumed. But yeah, other than that, it was fine. But yeah, just book your flight and hotel like at least 4 months in advance. If you can, 6 months in advance. But we weren't really sure that we were gonna go on this trip until like, I wanna say September. So yeah. Oh my God, I'm so gassy, what the hell? Okay, so yeah, that was the second thing. Book hotel and flight in advance. Next thing that I wrote, make sure your itinerary. This is the number one, numero uno thing that I can say, you guys. Make sure that your itinerary is as close as possible to exactly what you want to do. I want to go watch TV with my roommate. Okay, let's just finish this. So, make sure your itinerary is as close as possible to exactly what you would like to be doing when you are wherever you are. So like I said, we had an itinerary, but there were a lot of empty spaces in our itinerary. And it's like, for me, when I go out of town and I travel and I pay money to be in a different state, I want to be getting the maximum, I guess, experience when I'm there. So we did have like major things planned, but it's just like when we didn't have anything to do, we kind of just sat in the hotel and like thought about dinner and like thought about eating and stuff. So yeah, there was like not a lot of free time, but we had free time where we could have been doing things. So that's like number one. Make sure that you have like exactly what you want to do, and if you don't, then have a backup plan. So for a lot of the things that we wanted to do, like either you had to call and schedule beforehand, or some stuff even was like closed down. So like we wanted to go to the African American Museum initially, and it turns out that they were undergoing renovations for the past 7 years, aka since Katrina hit. So we didn't find that out until we reached New Orleans. And yeah, just like stuff like that. So we had to find an alternative, which we did, and it ended up being like really awesome, my favorite part of the whole trip. But it's just like, do your research, like research what you want to do in advance so you don't have any problems when you get there. Call who you need to call ahead. We were supposed to do an American Horror Story tour, but you had to call a day ahead, and we were supposed to do it on Saturday, and they were closed on Sundays, and then we were leaving on Monday, so like we didn't get to do that. And actually the day we went to the aquarium, which is like one of the looks that I have here, that look I wore specifically for American Horror Story, and I was so freaking annoyed. I probably have the snap saved because I was just so spent. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys like the snap that I took. I think I still have it. Sorry, I was replying to someone. Okay, let me find it. Oh my god, guys, this light is so hot. Is it yeah, I think it's this day. Is it this day? Yes. Blah 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 aquarium. Okay. This, you can't even freaking see that, can you? So yeah, this was me. So annoyed. But yeah, I wore that outfit specifically for that, and we didn't get to go, but it was fun. So yeah, just stuff like that. Like, do your research, call who you need to call. Y'all know the drill. That is definitely one thing that I will take away. Also, another thing, I feel like we were there for so long, I think I said this in the beginning, that we felt like we had so much time to do everything, when in reality, it's like the time goes by slow and fast at the same time. So it's like you think you have all this time in the day, and then it's 8 o'clock and it's like, okay, well, what can I really do now? I can go to Bourbon Street, which is like what we did every single day at night anyways. So yeah, that's another thing. Make sure itinerary is on lock for the most part, like on lock. And then yeah, so for me personally, I think what I would have done differently, or what I will do differently in the future, is to plan a trip that's not as long in duration, so that I can just pile up on the the amount of things that I want to do, instead of being there for so long and then feeling like I missed out on a whole bunch of stuff. So next time I would probably say like 3 nights max, 4 days, and then leave like on a night flight like we did this time. Yeah, and then another thing is that we didn't feel like we had enough time to do stuff our last day because we had to check out of our hotel at 12 on Monday, and we had to check out at 12 and our flight wasn't until 5, but we didn't have to be at the airport until 3. So, but we got up super early on Monday. So technically we could have been doing like stuff from 9 a.m. on Monday to like 3 p.m. Like we had the whole day, but it was just like everything just slipped and time just like went by, and we ended up at the airport like after a whole day of pretty much waiting to go to the airport. So just, yeah, I would definitely longer days, shorter amount of time, if that makes any sense. And then I think the last thing I want to talk about is just budgeting your money in general. So I know that transportation was like a huge portion of the amount of money that I spent on this trip. I did not make any purchases per se. I bought a wallet that was $40, and I can show you guys, I'm not wearing them in the video. I bought these sunglasses from Steve Madden. So freaking cute. Like, they're reflective and they're life. You can freaking see the ring light in them. And these were $10. So like these and the wallet, my wallet, are like the only 2 things that I actually bought. Other than that, money was spent on Uber, drinks, food, bags, and that's pretty much it. Every single club that we went to, it wasn't really a club, it was like a bar slash lounge. So you didn't have to pay for cover, you just had to buy drinks at the bar, which we didn't really do that because there's like plenty. We went to Fat Tuesday most of the time. So yeah, so just budget how much money you want to spend on food, how much money you want to spend on drinks, how much money you want to spend on Uber, and how much time you want to spend walking, which was another thing. Personally, I don't mind walking. Like, I'm a walker. I really don't care. If I'm saving money, it's lit. But also, we were like in a foreign place and we didn't really know like how safe it would be to walk certain places, especially at night. So yeah, most of our money went towards Uber, and definitely next time I want to say that I would walk like most of my way, especially since we were in such like a central location. Now I know that, and I'm not like a complete stranger to New Orleans. But yeah, so just budget your money how you want your money to be spent, how much you want to spend. Because basically the whole trip I was just cashing out, and now I'm broke. So summer job 2K17 come through, thank you so much, because I literally have no money. Not no money, but like I had a pretty chunky amount of savings in my savings account, and that shit is nowhere to be found now. So yeah, that's just one thing. Budget your money, only spend how much you want to spend. So other than that, New Orleans was really awesome. Yeah, pretty much it was really chill, like overall, and I love New Orleans. Like definitely 100% would go back, would visit again, would live there probably. It was in this exact moment that she realized her camera was going to die. But anyways, you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I really wanted to get it out for you guys. And I promise I'm gonna be uploading more stuff soon. Just wait on it. Bye!